I did it.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking no cooking.
We're back at another church. This is we've got a lot of churches coming up on this channel at the minute, but that's because we've got given loads of them. So that's just what we've documented at the minute. And that's what we're interested in at the minute. It'll change at some point. You watch. Always does. I have someone walking in. Now, this one I believe is looked after by the Church Commission, but it is no longer used anymore. 1766. It's no longer used for any services or anything anymore, and I will be putting it up under the abandoned because that's what I do, because it gets more views. Lol. Yeah, I just grasped my son on. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. Press that bell icon so you know when we've posted up, and follow the pages down below that we have, as we have Explore and Discover down below, and we put lots of different things on that. Other people post on that. If you've got any things you'd like to see or post, that's probably the place to be. So, churchyard was quite cool. A lot of old stuff on it. Let's see if we can get in. Oh, some markings outside of this one. Not many people want to watch that video when I've seen the markings. We put markings, we found a church full of 1600 markings at one point. But not many people watched it. So, definitely go and watch it. 1719, see if we can see earliest mark on here. There's lots of missing. 1716, that looks it.
This is the historic church,
So 16, isn't it? Well, 666 maybe. Lots of it. 1730. I learned this means something. That's not actually not an initial. That is meaning something religiously. Like the W crossed over into an X in the middle. Can't remember what it meant, but
I searched what that was and I can't remember.
1706. I like it when they've got all engravings on here, especially when they're deep like that. Gives it a bit more character, I find. There's a lot more character to it.
I'm disappointed.
With what?
There's no witch's circle. There's always a witch's circle.
Might be one inside the door. Push it.
Oh, it's so awkward. It's supposed to be near the door, so like.
It's going to be busy. That's about to say what size. Is that one?
No.
What?
They're bigger than that and they've got like a pattern inside. It's supposed to be near the door, so like when witches.
You can see where the bolt used to go through.
It gets drawn into it.
Yeah, it's meant to trap them in so they can't get in here. See where the bullworm's been eaten away. It's quite a cool little one. So it is looked after by the Church Conservation.
What's the date?
I believe it's the 10th today. It's the 10th.
Someone's already been here today.
Oh, people have been here today. Get a little sign in book. Oh wow. I never know what to look at first. That is a must. It's an old wagon wheel. Old cloth on it. That's cool. It's got like a coat of armour there. Try not to cut these as much. Like I try and keep all the information you actually get in them without actually skipping it. It's an old box.
Why is it give £5 or £10?
Give whatever you can. People do it in this box though. Wow. It's a really old box. Quite easily impressed. All the bells look. That's quite cool. I like this one. The cushions are still down there. And drapes. The box is quite a cool one. That's what it looks like. Old wooden move, so. I enjoy coming to these churches, and that's why we're doing it in a minute. Because we do what we enjoy to do. Like, as soon as we get bored of doing them, we'll leave them for a bit until we're not bored of them anymore. But at the minute, well, look at the book. Sacred Songs and Silvers. This place, bloody Rev, I think it says 1720 something. They're looking at it. It's from one of my friends on. If anyone knows where these are, if you find anything that's looked after by church conservation, or any church at this point, any building at this point, please don't damage them. Especially this, because it costs a lot of money to uphold these places, and people are donating money and getting money to make sure that the grounds are stable. As you can see, up there, it is quite faulted, but while they're looking after it, people can generally still come in. Oh wow, oh, this is something different, isn't it? Oh, this is different.
Well, yeah.
I'm nosy. But no, they don't even do services anymore. There's not really much around it, there's a few artists around it. Nothing to keep the services going. A little fire spot.
That's quite cute. I could fit my head in that.
What these are. If anyone knows, let me know. Maybe for what to hang up. Like, to just make a little box. The box is cool. That's what I'm money ones. I think it's a safe. It's like a safe box. We'll leave that alone. Everything's dusty. You can do it with clean.
Spring clean.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Or keyboard. That's what I put flowers in it to put them outside.
Yeah. Sorry.
Kitty.
Where's the key?
I bet I'll fix that box over there.
Key with a beautiful key.
But it's really dusty. You can probably make it out, but look a bit closer, then you can see how dusty it all is. Could give it a good dusting down. The thing about these churches is, no matter what you go by, you always end up missing features. This is a nice big church. You just think of, you've got to think of like all the ceremonies that are all the weddings, funerals, christenings and stuff like that. Like think of everything that's happened here. If it just be left like this right now, must be a draft coming through this door here. It makes you really think about it. And now we're just moving now. Yeah, look at that. There's a draft coming from the door. It's such a small door though, look. I mean, it's tiny. Granted £20 AD 1898 towards reseating and repairing this church upon conditioning for all the sittings or for the free use of the parishioners according to law. Well, that's good then. I mean £20 were a lot back then really. A hell of a lot. That's the sound of me, look, I was talking about it earlier. That's got some sort of godly meaning. I did it. I know, actually quite hard to actually ring, you know. They're actually quite hard. It takes some real pulling to get him to go. I'm actually really happy about that. I'm not gonna lie.
That scares me. It's like some exorcist.
Oh yeah.
I already told you this, I don't mind. Oh, just some random hands and feet in that hole up there.
No, I am buzzing a bit.
It's strange creation, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's like it's got the holes in it, look.
I guess that's something to celebrate.
It's empty.
Yeah, I know, but it's weird.
It's got all the white colours, it's like little.
Right, I get it.
What are they not getting?
Let me see again.
They've actually got stone faces on. Underneath. Look at that. And on, if it comes in, all the way down there. I think that's quite cool.
There's no holy water even in
There's a
there.
Bible at the bottom of it. And a cross.
There's a cross in every font.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, there's some stars. That's the sign of a witch.
What's the star?
Stars. But that,
Is it to stop the witches or what?
that star right there is drawn the satanic way.
So someone's been doing some demon worshipping in here.
Because look, it's supposed to look like the head of a, what is it, a goat, is it?
Yeah.
Horns, face. That one's wrong. Whoever did that one's wrong.
Yeah, but it looks old. It looks like old engraving, that does. It don't look like new.
I'll show you.
Because you can look, it's been rendered. It's like they've left somebody engraving it, because that's been rendered round, and then that's just been left.
Some people are weird, aren't they?
Let's just see what these were. What are these? East 99s. Oh, it's nice one.
Yeah.
It's got loads of them in there. You got it, Bobby?
No, I'm showing you this star. It has to be drawn a certain way, if you get what I mean.
Oh yeah.
That is drawn the exact same way. Sorry. But if you're going to another pentagram, look. Oh my god.
How's that?
Look, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Look, that's just a normal star because it has to be in a certain way
Right.
for it to be like some sort of weird shit.
What's cool features of this church? In the memory of Vera Ford, 1922 to 1981. An old beetle church. They've had a woodworm in it at some point, that's for certain. It's all woodworm. Eaten up. So many holes in it.
The normal star is a sign of protection, symbol of the elements, associated with egg.
She's doing the research.
Voila.
Getting all the research done.
That's a protection one, that's a satanic one. And there's another satanic one there, but it's not very drawn very well. It's like a 5-year-old's done it or I've done it. Either way. Then there's another one there, but I can't really make out what that is. That's protection, satanic, 5-year-old. Above your uncle.
This symbol here is supposed to represent time. Best trying to find what W is because we forget. But yeah, that's meant to mean time. Because there's so many different like symbols that they used to engrave into it. Like the V and everything, we've seen a lot of them, right? Like others and stuff, and we don't even know what most of them are. Beth knows more than I do. So she's trying to find a W. We read it before, but There's a star there. Oh, babe, I think that's a witch's mark.
Here it is.
Yay! We were looking for one, found it. And there's a demonic, I don't know. Unless maybe at one point in time, this would have been added on. Because let's get right, at one point it would have started one hall, then they would have built the second hall, and then they built the sides. The Victorians normally built the sides of them to extend them out. So this would have originally been the main door in.
Yeah, because usually, like, they keep them on doors.
Yeah, so archway would have came through and you would have got into it. But that is a witch's symbol we've best been looking for. Not the clearest, but it's here.
I can't find that door anyway, but I've looked for it once and I just can't remember what it
So the witch's symbol, what that actually meant was that any witches couldn't pass into the church, they would have been stuck. Right? Am I right?
Wrong.
Go on.
That's a different one.
Alright, what's that one for then?
Like the other one, you know, the one with, that's a circle,
Yeah.
and it's got lines on it. It's supposed to create an illusion, like you'd like, you know, like them illusions you can look at and it looks like it's actually spinning, but it's actually not.
Yeah.
Like witches would get confused with that and be drawn into it, and it's supposed to suck away the bad people. But that one, I've seen that one before. On that other one, you know, when we engraved on that one.
Yeah.
I can't actually remember what that one means. The witch is not.
A witch is not.
That's what I looked for last time on that other church when I was looking for the 3 demon strikes, scratch mark, like a scratch mark.
Yeah.
This one's very strange to be fair. That's weird.
What is
That's a weird one. Basically, whatever one's intention, it can be made into a magical spell, into a witch's ladder. It is believed that the witches of old cast a death spell over a person by tying the knot and then hiding the cord. And the only way to undo the spell was to find a sacred cord and untie each knot. So that's like a death spell in a church. But then again, if a witch did that, obviously witches aren't allowed in here.
Yeah.
Like people used to do the witches' marks to try and suck them into whatever that was, that illusion. They're going to place a death spell on you.
So do you reckon that's one that we were doing like dark magic back in time? Do you reckon they came in and did that? Because churches would have been open at all times, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely.
So anyone could have come in.
Yeah, and they always say, obviously, churches welcome everybody at any time, but obviously back then they didn't really like the witches, did they?
Well, the doors were never locked.
Yeah,
Back in them days, they never locked the door, so anyone could have came in and...
Somewhere there would have been a witch trap, like an illusion sort of thing, or sort of some sort. And then they would have put that there as a death spell, but it's a bit dusty in here.
But maybe they're the ones that have been doing all the pentagrams round. Maybe that's the one that have been doing the pentagrams, the same one, but that's very clean, that is.
Yes.
But that also looks like it was done at the same time as that. Like with the same kind of engraving as that. So you think there'll be a witch mark somewhere then? Or maybe that's been done wider things in here to prove that they can come in.
There's a different type of one of them.
Right.
But it's more fancy. It's got flowers on the outside,
Right.
and it's got a ring in the middle as well as on the outside.
I can't see no ring in the middle of that one, or flowers, can you?
No, but that's called a cladder's ring, and it's a symbol of friendship, faith, love and loyalty, but that is definitely not that.
So this church we found was built in the 11th century. Most of the altar, like the main altar and the north wall, was rebuilt in the 1800s, and it was made redundant in the 1970s, 1974 to be precise, February, that they actually stopped using it for services. So pretty much everything you're seeing here has just been left here since the 1970s. It's quite cool. There's a lot of engravings on it. There's a lot of work, like most of this church has been done up over the centuries as well, so like there's 1300 bits, 1400 bits that have been added. It's slowly been worked on them, and it's like all that thing. So you think of all the services that happened here in 1,000 years, how much this church has actually seen, and that's like a lot of them as well. that glass there, the main glass isn't it, but if there's a little bit of stained glass just at the top of it, I couldn't even see because of the light. There's a bit of stained glass that's just there, you can barely see it. Whereas added, let's say it added, I'm just seeing it, 1400 I think it said. So, oh no, 14th century. So the stained glass is from the 1300s, there's only a little section that's left. An engraving of a horse.
Yeah.
Well, you're literally going round this with a fine tooth comb. Because you do miss bits if you don't know them. Oh yeah. Huh. That's quite cool, that, isn't it? Of course, found out what that VV, or what I'll say it's a W, it's a VV. That means Virgin of Virgins, and it's a protection of the Virgin Mary.
Supposedly so. That's what Crystal Pax says.
So that's what that means.
Apparently they've got something.
Makes sense.
It kind of does.
I didn't even know lights worked. That was quite cool.
I feel like I'm under one of them really old-fashioned gothic umbrellas that they used to walk in the sun and then pass out because they were too hot.
Yeah. So.
I still like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think that's good.
So yeah, that was the church view. If you like our videos, check out more.
It's quite nice.
Like, comment and subscribe. We appreciate it muchly. Go and follow our pages and you'll see what we're doing before we put the videos up. Before the videos come up with the pictures. So yeah. Thank you for watching and we'll see you on the next one.